Good morning. I just flew in from Tokyo. There was a blockchain event there, and it's great to be back in my hometown. My partner is boxer Mike Tyson. Can you forward the slide, please? There he is. Mike never had a dime, but he always had a vision. Advance, please. Can I get a new clicker? Thank you. You probably don't know this, but my name is Satoshi Nakamoto. And I have proof. Look at this photo. Okay, advance. My name is Tim Smith, and I'm chairman of global operations for Fight to Fame. Fight to Fame is an entertainment blockchain company. So we're giving birth to the next generation of cryptocurrency. So our co-founders are Stan Larimer. You probably know him as the godfather of BitShares and EOS, and he and his son Dan did Steemit. So he's the chairman of our tech committee. Mike Tyson, of course, world-class boxer, is also our co-founder. Next. So when people hear my title, they often ask, so what is blockchain? Next. And what I do to try to explain it is to take them through the steps of technology. So I call it dot dash to .com. Dot dash was the Morse code, right? So you start with the telegraph, next, then the telephone, the radio, that evolved into the television. Then you had the mainframe computers, that converted then into the desktop computer, which went mobile. Next, yep. And then, of course, the internet. This was Google Classic. Please allow 30 days. And then the cloud, which, of course, is a bunch of warehouses in Utah, but we call it the cloud, right? Next. And then brings us to blockchain. And we are all lovers of blockchain, right? Okay, next. So as for myself, I got in trouble when I was 3 years old for writing on my bedroom wall in crayon. And I was writing code, though, so my parents were pretty happy. Next. Sold my first software company by the time I was 7. Next. Seriously though, I did receive my MBA from Kellogg in Chicago. I'm a 2-time Emmy Award winner. I write television commercials. That's my wife, Mary.
Hi everyone. Mike Tyson here, the chairman of the organization committee of Fight to Fame, Global Film Action Star Competition.
And that's my partner, Mike Tyson. Next. Now, Mike grew up in the poorest neighborhood of New York, and with his high voice and his lisp, he had to fight his way on the streets, and then he had to fight his way to fame in the ring. And that's why we named our program Fight to Fame. Mike now is coming to the chain, and our goal is to bring mass adoption of cryptocurrency to the world. We think Mike Tyson is that link in order to do that, because he's loved worldwide. So Mike got some smart friends together, originally to discuss tokenizing boxing, but then the project grew as you're about to see. So we start with blockchain, of course. It's like our enabler. It is our circuit board. And from there, we're going to build 5 traditional businesses on top of it. Fights, a TV show, movies, merchandise, and gaming. So how do those all come together, and why are we the first project ever to bring those things all together? Let me show you. I'm going to share with you our secret formula. So if you would, I have an NDA for everyone to sign before I go on. I'm just kidding. Next. Our secret formula is this. We are a factory, a hero factory, a dream factory. And we are going to take fighters and turn them into movie stars. A direct pathway to Hollywood. So we begin with fights, and not just boxing, but all kinds of fights.
He's going to hang on, and he'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Oh, he's hurt. It's all over.
Yep, that's Mike Tyson. Mike wants to bring together 100 million fighters from around the globe in a global competition, most ambitious fight competition of all time, in 200 countries. Men and women, young and old, rich and poor. And again, not just boxing. There's 16,000 studios worldwide for mixed martial arts. Kickboxing, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, all will be included in this program, this global combat. WCK Muay Thai is one of our very proud sanctioning bodies. Make sure everything's legit. So what will happen is fighters around the world will go to our website. We're trying to create the largest community, blockchain community. Okay, so they'll come on to our website, they will register, and in order to do so, they'll need a token, one of our tokens, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then they will upload a video about themselves, and they'll create a profile, almost like a digital baseball card. We're going to use smart contracts, of course, to track contestants, to process payments, to distribute winnings. Now, why are we a good candidate for blockchain? Here's why. Of course, super large volume, fast, smart, automatic contracts, transparency by nature, of course, and of course, secure. But we're going to need a digital clearing tool, and that's why we have the Fight to Fame token. It will be the blood that will circulate through the body of our ecosystem. The boxers will register, they'll start fighting, and then we're going to have a TV show. It's going to be kind of a American Idol and Ninja Warrior, all kind of combined, because their fans of the fighters will go to our platform and will vote for their favorite fighter using our token. American Idol last year, $96 million right here in America. Well, guess what? We're going to be like American Idol, but in 200 different countries. I know it's ambitious, but it is. So then picture like we picked the, 32 contestants, most popular fighters from around the world, and then the TV cameras follow them, and we give them a mentor, a Stallone, a Jet Li, a Rock, and they're the mentors, and it then becomes a training program. See, here's what's going on in Hollywood. And I see our film chairman committee member right here. Problem in Hollywood is that the action stars are aging, right? Stallone's awesome, but he's 71. And even the newer fighters, many of them 40s and 50s. And this is a tough, grueling job, right? So we want to create a new stable of action star, and we're going to do this through the program. Okay, so each episode cameras will be in the ring, then it'll follow the fighters home, and then it'll follow their training. We'll have an app, of course, because for this ecosystem, we want real easy entry, and then we'll create a popularity index. The winner, we will fly to Hollywood, which is where I live. We'll give them acting lessons, and we'll give them stunt lessons. You see, we figure it's a lot easier to teach an actor. It's a lot easier to teach a fighter how to act than it is to teach a pretty boy how to fight. Does that make sense? Movies are next. So we start with fights, then we go to the TV show. Now we go to the movie piece of the action. Okay, so picture that. $4 billion last year in action movie revenue worldwide. China alone has a giant audience for this. So we're going to invest in feature films, studio quality, and ones that are franchises, similar to a Fast and Furious, where there's sequels and spin-offs.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Of course, there'll be merchandise. Think about Star Wars, $35 billion in merch. Well, imagine our fighter on a global stage wearing a Fight to Fame t-shirt, sales will go up. We plan on a seamless integration with both Amazon and Alibaba for utilization of our token. We'll have stores online and offline, and also a token holder discount to encourage people to use our token. It took 75 years for the telephone to hit 100 million users. We're hoping to do it in a few months. It took Facebook 4 years, maybe 4 months for us. And a very fun part, casinos, gaming, gambling, betting, all done on our platform, all done with our token.
Feel the power of the music, feel the power of the sound. Now it's pounding like my heart, just like the rhythm in the street. My body grooving from my head to my feet.
So imagine no more lugging suitcases full of your local currency into a casino. We will be the token. We will be the blood circulating through the casinos worldwide as well. So we're here to look for some exchange partners. And in exchange, we'll bring 100 million users, fresh users to your exchange. And we're also looking for fund managers. We're looking for, it's a different kind of investment. We're looking to allocate between 25 million and 500 million in local accounts throughout the world. In other words, looking for royals, heads of government, and let me show you some pictures. Queen Diambi of Congo, very interested in bringing this to her country. The Master Buddha from Mongolia, the royal families of the United Arab Emirates. Going tomorrow to have dinner with 3 ambassadors from the UN, all interested in bringing this to Western and South Africa. The Prince of Nigeria, very interested in this as well. So here's a draft of our total global issuance. We are doing pre-sale in June through September. An ERC20 token with a $100 million soft cap, $200 million hard cap, and $1 billion in total tokens. Next. Okay, come on, ring girl. This is my daughter, Soraya, by the way. Simultaneous fundraising in over 100 countries and regions, so there's been a frenzied purchasing worldwide. 30 cents a token, 100 million tokens already spoken for. Thank you. That was her big part. She's very nervous. Good job, honey. Let's give her a hand. Okay, thank you. So let's do the math real quickly. It's real easy. 100 million fighters worldwide. Let's conservatively say only 20% get involved in our project, okay? Average investment of around $100. 20 million times $100 is what? It's a $20 billion right there. And that's just from one piece of this, the 5 channels for this profit streams. Round 2, 80 cents each, 100 million tokens, already spoken for. We are planning in around September 1st for our ICO at $1. We're going to do 200 million tokens. So for each of these income streams, we have an international committee. Let me give you an example. Our founding chairman, Anthony Liu, also runs our New York office. Philippe, as long as you're here, will you stand up and give a quick wave? Philippe is our film committee chairman. He's with Cinema Libre Studios and Television right here in Hollywood. So we'll be working with him in terms of putting on the action movies. Okay? He's also going to be inviting some of his friends, A-listers like Stallone or Mel Gibson or Schwarzenegger, to help be on our film committee. Alex Lightman, I don't know if Alex is in the room, probably the best known white paper writer for cryptocurrency. Alex is writing our white paper. And Chairman Dennis Warner, had dinner with him last night. He runs the North American Muay Thai, so he'll be one of our sanctioning bodies. Finally, we consider this to be an impact project. I was on the 2016 Chicago Olympic Committee, and our goal was to try to raise awareness in Chicago so that citizens understood the value of bringing the Olympics to our city. Our project is very similar to that. So again, our initial vision is to try to draw fighters to us that we can train and make into Hollywood stars. But there's a bigger plan at play here, and it is to serve our human family. An impact project is one that's a charity, but it's for profit, so it's sustainable, okay? So the charity piece of this is we're going to identify underprivileged fighters around the world, nurture them, coach them, and give them a shot at Hollywood. And sure, not everyone's going to win, but guess what? They'll be able to say they did it. They'll become heroes in their town. They'll be paid. Winners get paid in tokens. The token will appreciate in value, so it will help create some wealth for them and change their lives and give them hope. When you bring a spotlight on a town, the reason that Queen Diambi from Congo is so interested is she likes the idea of bringing the fights, then the cameras, right? Then the media, then the money follows, investment follows. They can improve the infrastructure. It's going to revitalize the economy. We plan to do this in many, many countries around the world. So, each generation gets a once-in-an-opportunity lifetime investment. This is one of those. Consider this your wake-up call for a fight to fame. It's a Pink Floyd song, right? So, to summarize, fights, TV reality show, movies, the derivatives and the branded merchandise that comes from that, and finally casino, gambling, and gaming. Mike wants you to join him in the ring. Fight to fame, not just making money, we're making history. Thank you. You have been the best audience that I've had today.